Welcome back, everyone. So before we started the 5-number summary on Friday, we discussed mean, median, mode, and range as ways to describe data to help us look at the distribution of data and analyze our data more effectively. Today we're going to be talking about the 5-number summary, which is another way to look at data, and it mainly focuses on the median. So here are the 5 parts of the 5-number summary. Our 5-number summary begins with the median, which we know is our middle number when we order our numbers from least to greatest. We also have the minimum, which is our smallest number in a set of data. Then we have the maximum, which is our largest number in a set of data. The lower quartile is going to be the median of the smaller numbers. And our upper quartile is going to be the median of the upper, higher numbers when we divide them into 2 sections from our median. And we will go over this in more detail in the next slide. On Friday, we created our 5-number summary using our heights. So let's review what this would look like. Thank you for 4th period for sharing your photo so we could do this. So first we look at our min and our max. Our min in this video is this young gentleman, and our max in this photo is this young gentleman. Then we would need to find our median. Where would our median be in this section? So knowing that this class has an odd number of students, there will only be one median. So I'm going to visualize going back and forth, taking people off. So 1, 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. So this young lady in the middle, which happened to be perfectly in the middle of the photo, was our median. Now we're going to look for our new words, our lower quartile and our upper quartile. So we are looking out of this section, including our minimum person, and we are looking out of this section, including our maximum person. We will not include our median because she is already taken. So if I look at this section and I go back and forth and cross my students out, I'll notice there are 2 people that could be our median. So they are in between. Their height combined divided by 2 would give us our median. I would do the same thing on this side. And once again, we have 2 people in the middle, so it would be in between there. And this is getting us ready to create a box and whisker plot that we will be working on next week. Now let's look at this using numbers. Let's take a look at this data set. So finding the minimum we said is the smallest number. So in this data set, 68 would be our minimum. And the maximum is the largest number or highest number, which is 99 in this data set. The median number would be the number that is in the middle. So I've counted and I know that there are 12 numbers, which means if there is an even set, the median will have 2 numbers in the middle. And if I think about 12, I think 12 divided by 2, because the median means it would be right in the middle, I should have 6 on each side. So I'm going to count 6 to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is my median in between 81 and 82. And I know the number between 81 and 82 is 81.5. If you're not sure, add them together and then divide by 2. So the lower quartile would be the median of the lower section. So if I go through and I cancel off again back and forth to figure out where my median is, I get 2 in the middle again. This time I might not be 100% sure what that actual median is. So let's add them. So 74 plus 78, I will get 12, carry 1, 15. So 152 divided by 2. 7, that'll give me 14, left with 12. So 76 is in the middle of 74 and 78. So 76 is my lower quartile. If I go to my upper quartile, once again, canceling off back and forth, I have 2 in the middle again. I'm looking at 88 and 92. This time I know 90 is my middle, but once again, if you're not sure, just add them together. 88, 92 gives me 180, and I know 180 divided by 2 is 90. Okay, so now we have this data. So I know my minimum grade was 68, my maximum grade was 99, my median grade was 81.5, my lower quartile was 76, and my upper quartile was 90. Let's do one more set of data. So looking at this data, we can see that our minimum is 18, our maximum is 44. Just a reminder, always make sure your numbers are in order. To save time, I went ahead and wrote the data in order from least to greatest. But always make sure that's the first thing you do when you were looking at data sets. So the median, if we look back and forth, finding that middle number, once again we have 2 in the middle. So the number that's between 30 and 32 is 31, so we can just say the median's 31. So now we're going to look at the lower section of numbers. That's this section. Okay, if I find the median for that, so back and forth again. We have once again 2 in the middle. So thinking about what number is between 23 and 24 would be 23.5 or 23.5. Okay, and then looking at your upper median, back and forth again. You have 2 in the middle, 36 and 34. Let's say I wasn't 100% sure what my median would be there, so I would do 36 plus 40, which gives me 76, and then 76 divided by 2. We'll go in there 3 times, 6, 1 left over. 2 goes into 16, 8 times. So 38 would be my median for the upper half. So adding one more word, interquartile range. We talked about this on class on Friday. We know what the word range means. It means the distance between a given set. And so this one is the interquartile. So we talked about each section is considered a quartile because the word quartile means quarter. So the inner quartile is going to be this section here. So to find the inner quartile, we are dividing the Q3, which is 38, minus Q1, which is 23 and a half. Okay, so I'm going to have to borrow, make that a 7. So I know I'm going to have a half. Then 7 minus 3 is 4, and then 2 minus 3 is 14. So my interquartile range is 14 and a half. So the reason we are learning about 5-number summary is to prepare for box and whisker plots and how we can analyze data using box and whisker plots. That will be our next video that you can watch. Just a quick reminder, you have a concept check on mean, median, mode, and range tomorrow in class. I will post a quick video just to review those concepts as well.